Hello, I'm Joe Bonnell, President of Bonnell Industries Incorporated. It is our mission to manufacture, distribute, install, and service the best and most innovative solutions for our customers in the truck and road equipment industry, constantly striving to raise industry standard and to exceed the customer's expectation. We want to thank you for the opportunity to serve you. We hope you take a moment just to view some of our product video. Now I'd like to show you the High Country Design snowplow. This particular model plow is a 12 ST42 TT1. The 12 feet long, the ST is a straight moldboard, the 42 is 42 inches tall, and the TT designates the trip cutting edge. We measure a plow perpendicular off the ground to its highest point on the face of the moldboard. This particular plow is 42 inches. Some of the benefits and features of the High Country snowplow: we have adjustable trip settings, so you can change the attack angle of the snowplow moldboard to the ground. The torsion trip springs are easily changeable. One operator, one mechanic may change these springs easily. Moving to the push frame, we're using a 5x5 by 3/8 inch thick square tube push frame. The push frame spans 92 inches across the back of the plow. Down here where the push frame connects to the plow, we're using a 1/2 inch rib. On either side of the rib, we have a 1/2 inch plate. At each rib, we have a 3-inch bushing. Each push point is connected with an 1.25 inch pin through the 3-inch bushing. With the 3-inch bushing, we have great bearing surface, and it allows for best pin wear. We can see that there's minimum pin gap. With minimum pin gap, the pin is not allowed to bend. Moving further back on the push frame, I'd like to show you the Bonnell Heavy Duty Even Wear shoe. The Bonnell Heavy Duty Even Wear shoe is adjusted to the ground using a 1.25 inch Acme screw. We get a full 2 inches of wear to the life of the shoe. We're achieving that because this shoe is actually mounted to a ball, and this shoe ball mount allows this shoe to wear even to the ground and actually allows it to swivel. The Bonnell level raise lift system helps the operator to carry the snowplow parallel to the ground at all times. Through the chain lift, when the plow is on the ground, we still get full oscillation of the plow to the ground and full float. When the operator raises the snowplow, then the level raise lift system mechanically keeps the cutting edge parallel to the ground at all times. We do not depend on any tubes sliding on tubes or grease or pulleys. It is a true mechanical level raise lift. The connection of the plow to the truck is a single pin connection. We call this a Bonnell QA loop, or quick attach loop. So with that is many of our benefits and features of the Bonnell High Country snowplow.
This is a Bonnell Metropolitan snowplow. The model number on this particular plow is 11ST42MC7Q. 11 meaning 11 foot wide, ST meaning straight moldboard, 42 means the moldboard is 42 inches high, MC stands for moldboard compression trip assembly, 7 designates our Metropolitan table, and the Q designates a Bonnell QA loop. The Bonnell, High Country, and Metropolitan both utilize an extended roll moldboard. The advantage of the extended roll moldboard is it deflects the snow to the ground, keeping it out of the vision of the driver. It also reduces the amount of horsepower needed from the truck to plow snow. We use 7 backing ribs standard with 5 connection points at the push table. Each backing rib is a 1/2 inch thick, and each connection point has a 1/2 inch plate sandwiched on either side of that backing rib. There's a 3-inch bushing welded inside, giving us a full 3-inch bearing surface from the push table to the moldboard. The push table is constructed out of 4x4 by 3/8 thick structural tubing. Our reversing table and A-frame has been manufactured out of plate steel that is 1/2 inch thick. The Metropolitan utilizes compression spring trip assemblies with 3-inch grommets on the top or bottom to cushion the tripping action of the plow. The Bonnell QA loop utilizes a single pin hookup, making it easy for one operator to hook this plow to the truck. The Bonnell QA loop allows for 15 degrees of oscillation. This will allow the cutting edge to stay on the ground while in operation. The Bonnell High Country and Metropolitan can both be upfitted with a level rise lift system, no welding required. So whether you're an end user or one of our many Bonnell distributors, we can customize our plows to meet almost all of your specs.
Here I'd like to show you the Bonnell High Country. This model plow is a taper moldboard, model number 11 TA 3153 MX1E. It's 11-foot cutting edge. The TA designates a taper moldboard, and the moldboard size is 31 inches on the intake and 53 inches on the discharge. The MX designates the moldboard trip with the extension trip springs, and the 1 is the High Country back table design, and the E is the 2-pin swivel bar hookup. This plow shares all the same benefits and features on the back table as any other High Country plow. But in particular, I want to show you the trip spring mechanism on this. This is a 2 trip bar assembly. Standard on each trip bar assembly, we use 3 extension trip springs. Optional, you can add additional springs as needed. But one great feature on the extension bar is the same feature that you see on the Metropolitan, is a 3-inch rubber bushing at the top and bottom of each trip assembly. We like this because it does help with absorbing shock when the plow is tripping forward and back. This particular model, we're using a 2-lift chain to lift and lower the plow to the lift arm of the hitch. We have 7 ribs on the back of the moldboard, and we have 5 table to moldboard hookup points. At the bottom of each of the 5 hookup points, we have a 1/2-inch rib with the 1/2-inch plate on either side and the 3-inch welded bushing, giving you a full 3-inch bearing surface and an 1.25-inch pin at each table to moldboard hookup point. The durability of these 1.5-inch thick ribs in the bearing surface of the pin to table hookup is a great benefit that the customer will realize. Moving around the back table here, same benefits and features that you see on the High Country with the 5x5 by 3/8 thick square tubing and the additional 5x5 power circle design. This meaning power reversible. We use a C-channel type A-frame, which basically is capturing the table top and bottom, which gives great support to the table and the A-frame. You can see where our angling cylinders are well inside of these 5-inch square tubes and well protected from debris coming from top or bottom road spray as we call it. Moving back towards the truck, here we'd like to show you the Bonnell low profile hitch design. This design hitch is standard with the telescopic lift arm. So we have an inner lift arm which we can adjust in or out. And the reason for this type of adjustment might be to either lift the plow level by placing this lift arm out far, or we can keep it tucked in tight for summer storage or whatever the need might be. Moving back to the attachment point of the hitch to the snowplow, we're using a swivel bar attachment, so a 2-pin 30.5-inch center to center hookup point. This is industry standard 30.5, and we can meet any spec out there by request. I'd like to show you the performance side of it. This being a new moldboard, we don't see the paint worn yet. The snow is going to come up off the cutting edge and it's going to slide against the face of the moldboard. With the brake press design, we are causing less friction because the snow is going to glide over the bends and it's going to have restriction on the flat spots. And you'll see that as your paint wears. So when you see paint, paint, and no paint, that's showing less restriction as the snow moves up the face of your moldboard. Here at Bonnell, we manufacture front mount patrol wings and mid-mount wings. This particular truck shows a 6-foot mid-mount wing. We have a direct float post here, low profile design, and with each wing you'll have all the brackets required to install this wing to the truck.
This is the Bonnell heavy front frame QX low profile hitch, designed to keep the mass of the plow closest to the front axle of the truck. The QX hitch allows you to either use the Bonnell QA receiver or the 2-pin swivel bar. The QX hitch will fold away for summer by pulling the lift cylinder pin here folding this lift cylinder back and then folding the lifting arm down. On this QX hitch, we're showing the optional cushion valve.
This is the Bonnell under tailgate series spreader. This model is a U696. It's shown with the stainless steel construction and available in carbon steel painted orange. This model is a 6-inch auger. It's also available with 9-inch auger. Standard auger drive is a direct drive, and it's also available, as shown on this one, gearbox drive. Standard features on this spreader is the complete quick pin mounting bracket kit, which is bolted to the truck and bolted to the spreader for better adjustability, the full mounting kit, and the gravity hung spinner with adjustable hole mounting brackets to set your height up, down, with adjustable left, right. This particular model also has optional features such as the stop turn tail light kit and the backup light kit. Some standard features that some will require is the short hose kit. So Bonnell does offer a standard short hose kit, which may save you money in your installation procedures. Here we'd like to show you the Bonnell utility plow and the utility hitch. Here's a standard Bonnell utility hitch featuring the low profile design, the standard heavy duty lift arm, and the standard 3-inch lift cylinder. Some optional features shown on this hitch is the snowplow light bracket as well as snowplow lights. With all the snowplow lights that Bonnell offers, you can also buy custom wire harness kits. We're also showing the miniature QA loop hookup for that quick 1-pin hookup. This QA loop is pinned on, so you can quickly and easily unpin the loop and go back to the conventional 2-pin hookup. We are well within truck requirements in where and how we choose to attach our brackets to this truck frame rail. We can offer and do offer other additional plow to hitch hookups. Another standard feature with the Bonnell utility hitch is the quick stowability of the lift cylinder and the lift arm. Part of the reason why the lift arm is this large is so that you can quickly and easily remove the pin that holds the lift cylinder to the lift arm, and again push the cylinder back and stow the cylinder down, quickly removing that lift arm from protrusion out in front of the truck. The Bonnell utility design snowplow, shown here, 9ST31 T4Q, meaning 9 feet long, straight moldboard, 31 inches tall, with the torsion trip design and the utility back table with the quick attach loop hookup. Some of the benefits and features, starting with the 31-inch tall moldboard with the extended roll. We can pick up the material, roll it over, and throw it back down towards the shoulder of the road, making for better visibility out the front of the vehicle. We are utilizing 8 ribs to support the back of the moldboard with 6 table to moldboard hookup points. With those 6 connection points spanning almost 6 feet, you get ultimate support to the outside edge of the snowplow. With this particular design, we're showing the torsion trip cutting edge. Again, the benefit and feature of the Bonnell torsion trip cutting edge is the quick changeability, one man to quickly change that spring easily and safely. This torsion spring design is the same design and the same size springs and hardware used on our larger Metropolitan and High Country plows. As you look at the back table here on the utility plow, you can see and appreciate how we get the plow so tight to the vehicle. We are getting this plow as close to the front axle as we can, with clearance still between the plow and the bumper when the plow is completely angled right or left. Shown standard here is the standard lift chain design and the standard skid shoes. Optional, you can get the level raised lift system, and you can get different shoe assemblies like even wear shoe assemblies. Here we're also featuring an optional jack stand to hold and carry the plow at the proper height when disconnected. Another feature of the Bonnell torsion trip design is the adjustability of the attack angle of the cutting edge to the ground. Quickly and easily changing the attack angle may benefit the operator for different reasons, whether that be for moldboard roll or aggressive trip cutting edge action. Also shown here is a miniature QA loop. One pin hookup from the truck to the plow with the miniature QA loop allows self-aligning. When the operator drives the vehicle into the plow, the QAC receiver will catch the loop even though it may not be centered and self-align for quick, easy attachment. The operator would quickly and easily attach his 2 lift chains and his hydraulic connection to the truck and ready to go to work. All our Bonnell snow plows come standard with an operator's manual attached to it. The operator at any time can have access to the owner-operator manual as well as some parts reference. The utility plow is available in 9-foot and 10-foot lengths with the steel moldboard or poly moldboard, the torsion trip cutting edge design, as well as the moldboard trip design. We also offer all of these options in the taper moldboard design.